So this is the instructional video for using the Compex Stim unit. So this is a TENS unit and muscle stimulator. It's going to be in this bag here with all the cables that you would need to run this unit. Each individual person is going to have their own set of pads. So the first time you use it, you'll have to let us know, and we will give you a set of pads that are appropriate for the body part. If you lose these, we will have to charge you for the second pair. First pair is included, but there are different sizes for different body parts. Smaller pads like these are going to be more for the shoulder. You're going to have larger pads that can be used for the low back. If you're wondering where to put them, there is a chart here that can give you some suggestions. So this will be in with the unit, as well as some instructions in case you forget how or don't have access to this video. So for this video, we're going to go over how to use this Compex Stim unit here. The power button here is here on the front. You can hold that down, and that's going to power on the unit. You'll hear a little tune. You've got a couple different options. Endurance, resistance, strength, training recovery, pre-warm-up, and pain relief TENS unit. So for most of us, using the first up and down button here, you'll toggle down likely to training recovery, and this will take you through a recovery cycle. But you can also use these other programs if you like. Try to build muscular endurance, resistance, strength. A lot of these are meant to be used while you're actually training. So if you're just using it here in this room, you'll toggle down to that recovery method here. Once you have that selected, you will then hit the I to select that option. We've got our cables here. So for this case, these pads that are already attached here, they're snap-on. So you simply press down on the pads that you're using to get them to connect. These are two pads, so this would be maybe somebody who is going to put them on the low back. You've got two leads that you're going to plug into the unit. So the colors do not matter, but if you would like to, you can, of course, line them up with the color of the button. But it does not make a difference once you plug it in. Whichever is plugged into the first channel is going to be controlled by the first button, and likewise. So then you plug in each of your units. You're then going to take your stim pads, peel them off the plastic, and place them wherever you'd like them. A lot of people, that's low back. You're going to place it on either side of the low back here, just at or just above the belt line. Once you have that in place, you can then turn up the stim unit by pressing up on the up arrow. You can control that up or down throughout the session. A lot of times you might need to turn it up as the session goes on and you get used to it. It's going to run through different cycles of intensity. It's going to ebb and flow, and that's normal. Be sure to start low and see how you tolerate that and see how your skin handles that before, on a future session, bumping things up a little bit more intense. You can turn these things up too much, so that's on you to be careful and be appropriate with this. Not turn that device up too much. That is the stim unit. You can start and stop it here at the end. You can also hit the power button to start and stop. If you need to plug in the device, the port is the furthest to the left. So that is the power cable there. So the first lead port is going to be the second opening. So you can keep that in mind when you're trying to plug these in here. second opening is where you're going to start for lead one. So that's the Compex Stim unit. Feel free to ask us if you have any questions. We can take you through it in person if you want. This is one of the less intuitive, a little bit more complicated of our recovery tools, but definitely, can be a good tool for you. The TENS unit is also just a good pain relief tool to help distract and take up some of the pain pathways.